If you're like most people, you're not lacking financial wealth or freedom because you're lazy or because you're not smart enough, or it's not even due to the fact because you don't understand math. The simple reason is because you weren't taught financial literacy in school. My name is Richard Gray. I'm a financial literacy advocate and a financial wellness coach. I'm also the creator of a system I call the Automatic Wealth System, which is kind of like a play from the book Atomic Habits, where it talks about little habits build systems that can be life changing. This takes it a little step further because we don't have to consistently show up every day and make a difference. We can set up a system that's automatic, so it does it on the back end without us even thinking about it, and it can be quite powerful. So I've taught in education for a while, and one of the biggest pitfalls I find, and I think vastly everyone in Canada can agree, is that in school we're not taught financial literacy to an extent that matters or that we can implement. Yes, they're doing a better job talking about compounding interest and tax-free savings account and other things like that, but all that they're throwing at you is a bunch of ideas and terminology, and they're not giving you a system where you can implement it or explain it in a way that it's going to change your life. And that's what I'm trying to do with this system. So I have plotted out, it's going to be a little over 20 classes I'm going to be doing. They're all going to be totally free. I'm not going to promise get rich quick. That's not how wealth works. I'll explain it later in the videos. This is a video made for virtually the vast majority of Canadians because this isn't something we're taught unless you already have money. We're in a system right now where we have the have and the have nots, and the middle class is getting eradicated, and the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And it's because there's a leak in the system, and that leak is pretty much that we're not paying ourselves first like the rich do. We get paid and we give all our money away because we're a consumer. And that's the problem. We got to start investing in ourselves and start investing in our future. The whole reason why I came up with the idea for this is because I physically felt the crunch of inflation, house prices, property tax, raising children, and it's a lot to deal with. It's no um, hidden fact that our buying power gets less and less, and every generation has it harder. If we take a look at my grandparents' generation, we lived in a time where you could have one person who would dedicate their time to their work, and they could buy a house for cash, they could buy cars with cash. After that was done, if they wanted, they could buy another house, they could go on vacations. We were able, they were able to have someone stay home and raise the kids, have multiple kids. Like a family of five was no big deal, right? Like life was relatively easier and simpler back then. Jump to my generation, I'm about 47. If you have a house, you're very lucky, but the increasement of property taxes, renos and upkeep that you're gonna need to do, groceries when you go to renewing your mortgages now, our interest rates are higher, and our wage isn't keeping up with what we need to do. And there's probably going to be a big problem down the road where people are refinancing their houses and they're taking line of credits to help them up and they're building debt and they're just getting stuck. And then I took a look and I'm thinking about my kids. And you have this moment like, how are they ever going to survive? How are they ever going to succeed? they have it extremely tough. We're almost at that point where buying a house is almost going to be out of the grasp for virtually most people. And I will be doing some videos talking about how you could possibly get a house if it's important to you and other critical thinking ideas. But the main thing is that we need action to make sure things happen. This course is relatively simple. I could probably take a 20-minute video and walk it through everything start to finish. The problem is that in a 20-minute video, just because you have knowledge does not mean you're going to implement it or feel comfortable doing it. It's pretty common fact that if you go to the gym and you exercise and you eliminate processed foods, your health is going to get better, your energy is going to be restored, you'll have vast improvements at your health. Knowledge most people have, yet very few implement it. So this course is going to be designed where not only do I teach you about how the system works and why it works, we're going to change some of that thinking and thought patterns and get you to buy into the system, to believe it, to set up the habits so that they will happen. And one critical aspect is that if you don't plan it, it probably won't happen. Humans are famous at intending to do stuff tomorrow, but the crazy thing with our mind is that tomorrow doesn't come. Because when I wake up the next day, it's now today. It's not tomorrow. That thought is still, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. We need concrete deadlines and timelines. So just a random example for one of the things you'll need to go forward with this course is you're going to have to open up a Wealthsimple. And I'll be doing a big checklist at the end. And as we go, I'll be giving you ideas and things that I'll need you to do. So just an example, say that we're on the checklist and you need to open up a Wealthsimple. Open up your calendar, take a look when you're free or when you're normally doing nothing but watching Netflix or doing whatever. Schedule it in, do a time, give yourself a deadline, and just do it. Don't keep hitting snooze, just do it. Because knowledge is one thing, actions make things happen. So let me just give you a brief overview of how easy the system actually is. So the premise is money goes into your checking account, and then you're going to pay yourself first. And that's going to be transferred into an investment account such as Wealthsimple. And within Wealthsimple, you're going to have 3 basket funds where you could have various things in it. One is going to be a safety fund, one is going to be a dream fund, and one is going to be a freedom fund. That's like your retirement fund. And that's it. You're going to be able to set it up automatically, paycheck to paycheck. It's just going to do its thing. So I really have this big dream where everyone can help out each other. I kind of understand what's needed to get rid of this bleed of the rich getting richer and to distribute wealth better. But it's not just an individual effort. People need to listen, people need to understand, and they got to make the conscious thought for themselves that they have to be a part of the change and be proud of the fact that they're a part of the change. And if you find it helpful, don't keep it a secret. Share the videos, like it, subscribe, help me out, because in a world where everything is more evenly distributed, I think people will be a lot happier. The end goal may not just be that it works out for you, that you're totally 100% free, but if you can teach your kids, if you have grandkids, we start the learning curve and you pass on wealth. once our time on this earth is done. And everything is going to compound and everything is going to have a domino effect. The system can be extremely powerful at changing the lives for yourself, your children, your grandkids, and future generation. My plan is to make it as simple as possible. My plan is to give you the motivation to do it. So there's various layers to education for finances and levels of investing. So there may be some people out there with already some financial knowledge. So for them, what this basic course is going to be designed as, oh, let's say you're trying to ride a bike. Can you ride can you learn to ride a bike with no training wheels on it? 100% you can. Are you going to crash? Most likely. The chances of you crashing are very high. The chances of you getting back on the bike after a severe crash is very high. It's not a sustainable system. This is level one. This is riding a bike with training wheels. It'll get the job done. It'll teach you the basics. You'll be able to travel in a forward motion. And it's all that most people may need. It won't be the sexiest. It won't have the biggest returns as possible if you do more thought, time, and effort into it. But lots of people just like a system that can just be set it and forget it. I really want to pass on this knowledge and I hope you find it beneficial. I hope you can implement it and I really hope it can change your destiny and the destiny of your family